Caleb Williams passed for 4 touchdowns, rushed for another, and this one-man wrecking crew once again hoisted USC football to a 41-35 Pac-12 victory over Cal at the Coliseum on Saturday night. Hi, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with a rapid recap of USC football. And if you enjoy talking about the Trojans, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We absolutely talk USC here. Williams passed for 340 yards in 26 of 42 attempts with 0 interceptions for the Trojans, who improved to 8-1 overall, 6-1 in conference. This is the best record they've posted since 2008. They're already bowl eligible. And oh, by the way, they are 9th ranked and will probably jump up a little bit in the rankings due to some losses up in the top 10. But before we break down the game, I want to address something that I heard from the ESPN broadcast crew during the game. Something along the lines of, quote, "The Trojans, they had just 4 wins last year. We knew they'd be better, but who knew they'd be this good?" I knew they'd be this good. I'm not a genius about football, but we knew that the connection mentally between Caleb Williams and Trojans coach Lincoln Riley was that strong going back to the days in Oklahoma. And then you sit there and you say, well, wait a second, it's not just that they brought Caleb Williams, they brought Travis Dye for the running game, then a Bolitnikoff Award winner in wide receiver Jordan Addison. Those 3 alone makes the Trojans offense invincible. We knew they were going to put up a ton of points. Therefore, we knew they were going to be significantly better than last year. Check the receipts. I said so on this channel during spring practice. But having said that, Addison has missed the last 2 games. For that matter, number 2 wide receiver Mario Williams didn't play either. So what do we draw from that? Simple. It was all Caleb Williams. Every bit of this win was all Caleb Williams. I mean, Cal, they took an early lead with a 10-yard TD run by Jaden Ott, and then USC went on a 33-7 scoring run to put the game pretty much away, right? I mean, even though Cal rallied in the 4th quarter with 3 touchdowns, you never got the sense that USC was in legit trouble as long as Caleb Williams had control of the football, which he did. USC, during that 33-7 run, they put on this dazzling display of scores. Dye, he rushed for 98 yards overall. He rushed for a touchdown. Michael Jackson III caught 2 touchdown passes. Taj Washington caught a score. So did tight end Lake McCree. There were so many different ways that USC put points on the board. But you have to understand, just because I said earlier that USC is significantly better, I'm not trying to tell you that they're a perfect team. They might be on the outside looking in when it comes to college football playoff time. I'm saying at this juncture, it is literally all about Caleb Williams. I believe this to be true because the defense allowed Cal to amass 469 yards of total offense. The Trojans defense arguably has run out of gas as the season has gone on. This is the 3rd consecutive game that the Trojans defense has allowed at least 400 yards. And again, they allowed 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. That's what made the final score so close in the first place. It enabled a Bears rally. Jake Plummer, or I should say Jack Plummer, no relation to Jake Plummer, by the way, former NFL quarterback. Jack Plummer threw for 406 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ott scored 2 touchdowns overall. But again, you never really got the sense, if you watched this game, that Cal was going to pull off the upset. They just loitered around. But every time Caleb Williams had the ball, it was a wrap. And to be frank, it is going to be a wrap for at least another game until the Trojans take on UCLA with an offense that is every bit as explosive as the Trojans. But we're going to approach that game in due time. So once again, the final score, USC, 9th ranked USC, 41, Cal Berkeley, 35. And if you enjoy talking about the Trojans with me, let me know what you think in the comments thread. And don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We do talk Trojans football here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a key on Corte El Queso production. Take care.